Hello and welcome back to the Frod Squad. And today, me, Kat, is going to make a tutorial on how to play Moose Match Mayhem. First, you're going to want to get out your game. Next, you're going to want to take out your cards and set up the game. The game gives you an example on how to set up your game here, but it may be different depending on how many players you have in your game. As long as each player has a herd and has at least one drawing pile next to them, your setup is A-OK. Now that you've got your game set up, you're probably wondering, what exactly is Moose Match Mayhem? Moose Match Mayhem is a speed matching card game where you try to get 3 pairs of 3 to win. In Moose Match Mayhem, there are 3 types of cards that you want to collect. These cards are the moose, squirrel, and bear cards. Once you collect 3 identical cards, I repeat, identical, not just the same animal, you can make a match. Put the cards together and put them near you in a pile, separate from your herd. Once you get 3 of these sets of 3, you win the game. Well, what about the Yeti cards? Don't you want to match those too? No, you do not. It's quite the opposite, actually. If you're left with the Yeti card and you grab it from the center play area and you have 2 inside of your herd, that means that you have to discard all of your cards into the discard pile except for matches. What about the avalanche and the wild cards? Let's start with the wild card. This card can be played as any card that you like. You can use the wild card to make a match. For example, if you have 2 blue squirrels, you can use the wild card to make a match with it as if the wild card was another blue squirrel. Also, if you have 1 blue squirrel and 2 wild cards, you could pretend like those 2 wild cards were also blue squirrels. If you have 3 wild cards, you could make a deck with just those 3. As for the avalanche, if it's played, then you have to take all your cards except for the matches and put them into the discard pile. Right now, we're going to be playing a practice run to test how the game works. So everybody's going to grab a card from the draw pile. And once we say Moose Match Mayhem, we're going to flip the card over into the center. Moose Match Mayhem. Each player tries to grab a card. They want to avoid the Yeti cards, and if there's an avalanche card, they do not want to touch it.
Moose Match Mayhem.
Wild cards. You can use a wild card in place of any card. For example, if I have 2 squirrels and a wild card, I can make it a match.
Moose Match Mayhem.
If you get 2 of the same matching Yeti cards, for example, these 2, there's 2 different colors, then you have to discard all of your piles and not your matches into the discard pile.
I don't want it. I have a match.
As you can see, there's 2 mooses and also a wild, which makes a match.
Ooh. Moose Match Mayhem.
As you can see, this is an avalanche card. If it's flipped over, that means that everyone who touches any card has to discard all of their cards. Not their matches, though.
Yeah, the matches of 3s, no.
Moose Match Mayhem.
That was not my fault. I just wanted
It
to
was
make
not
that
your
clear.
fault.
Okay.
All clear.
I don't think anyone touched
Once no one touches an avalanche for a while, we say all clear to make sure everyone knows that everything's clear. As you'll see soon, player 1 has gotten 3 trios, which means that they have won the game. Congratulations! That's all. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Frod Squad if you like these videos.